She didn't want to be on stage performing these songs and then be all in her feelings. I will say this first and foremost. At the end of the day, you got to do what you got to do to make sure you maintain your peace and you do what is best for you. I am in total agreement with that. Now, this is where I got to cut in and be devil's advocate and be the voice for those people in the audience that paid to see a show based off of this recent album that she just put out. If you wasn't ready to perform these songs and whatnot because you still within your healing process, baby, you shouldn't have dropped the project because of the simple fact that you are a music artist. So you get paid by doing shows. If she was not ready to be put on display as far as her feelings because of the simple fact that it was so fresh, I don't think that that album should have been put out. But on the other side of that, if you put the album out because you just want to put that body of work out there, at the end of the day, you should have made the decision not to tour or not do any shows because you cannot perform your body of work that you produced for everybody else to hear. That's just my personal opinion. Either you decide that you're going to perform or you're going to decide that you're not going to perform because you can't perform to the best of your ability without being an emotional wreck on stage. Now, if we take this back, baby, you ain't the first one who done put your whole soul and life on a motherfucking record. When it comes to heartbreak, baby, you got Mary J. Blige, and she got up on that stage and moved the fuck about and around in her motherfucking feelings, okay? It's too many people. K. Michelle, we are gonna put Beyonce back up there with Lemonade, okay? Who else? Who else is up? Jasmine Sullivan, baby, you no. No, first of all, you ain't the first one to make a heartbreak song. And you ain't the first one to make it and perform it while the feelings are still pretty much fresh, because her exact words was, it's still an open wound. Okay. Now let's move forward from her actually performing. The simple fact that you got a whole new man now. What are you doing, sis? You sitting here on stage talk about the womb is still open and in the process of trying to heal. How the fuck did you move on from this nigga onto this new nigga and you talk about you so in love? You ain't even closed the door to this old chapter yet. Cause you can't even sing a damn song for 3 minutes. But yet you got a whole new man? Make it make sense, sweetheart, because that's not making any sense. And I'm not even necessarily just saying this to her. I'm saying this as a whole to men and women. You getting up under a new person is not going to take away what you are feeling or help you heal faster when it comes to a past relationship. We have to stop doing this shit, because what this does is it creates that toxicity in new relationships with new people, and then that new person ends up being the rebound on top of being your punching bag when they do something that may remind you of something else that the old person done did, or the simple fact that you just mad about something that the old person did and you just in your feelings that day, and then the new person do something that just irritates you, and now you taking all your frustration out on this new person. You cannot keep doing this, people, because this just keeps the toxic cycle going. Baby, we got to see more for ourselves. We really do. Because let me ask y'all this. If y'all was her new nigga, how would you feel that you done seen this video floating around fucking Instagram and everywhere else, and she talk about that it's still an open wound. So bitch, what you doing with me? I don't even have your undivided attention. And then the simple fact that you had a baby with this nigga, this baby is a constant reminder of that nigga. So when I'm fucking you, are you thinking about this old nigga? Baby, I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm telling you, just where I am in my life, I would not be able to do that. That is a waste of time. And she's wasting her time, she's wasting his time, and she's just wasting time in general for her to actually really heal. She's not going to be able to do that unless she allows herself to sit in her fucking feelings alone and stop being distracted by the next motherfucker. And that's not, and like I said, that's not just for her, that is for anybody. You are never going to be able to heal unless you really sit in that shit and be able to pick it apart to see, okay, what did I do to contribute? What could I have done differently in this situation or that situation? And just really get down to why you allowed it to go on, for so long, or why you allowed yourself to just ignore the red flags in general. Like, let's take this back to a couple episodes when I was just telling y'all that I was still in love with my ex. Like, the simple fact that when I moved, I said it in the episode, when I moved, I was in a whole new environment, a clean slate, starting over. So I didn't have time to think about my ex. I had all this new shit in front of me, to the point where now here it is, damn near 5 years later, and I'm focusing on the simple fact that I did not completely heal from that and release my ex. Although these 5 years, I definitely, dedicated that time to myself. I wasn't out here moving from every Tom, Dick, and Harry. That's another thing that I don't understand. How do y'all move on so quickly? Now I can see if it's not nothing, serious. You may have been dating somebody, y'all went on a couple dates, y'all realized that it wasn't working, boom, you on to the next one. I can get that. But when it comes to these real live relationships where you really be going through shit with people or traumatic situations, and you be so butthurt at the end of it, but then you move on to the next nigga a month later, or damn near within the same month. How are you doing this? I have never understood this. I digress, because I can go on and on and on. But I do want y'all to go ahead and leave a review in the comment section, whatever, wherever you listening to this from, or if you watching this on YouTube. Put in the comments and let me know what y'all think about that situation. And if y'all think that she's using him, in my opinion, I do think that she's using him. She's using him as a distraction. That's not necessarily a bad thing, but it is a waste of his time, because once you do close that womb and it really heals, are you going to find yourself in a situation where it's like, I don't even really like you for real. I don't want to be with you. You were just trauma bonding in that time, and then when you get over the shit, you want to find somebody new. Because hell, we don't even know what the new dude, what he went through before he got with her. It could be trauma bonding on both ends. At the end of the day, trauma bonding is a waste of motherfucking time, because you are going nowhere fast, okay? Nowhere motherfucking fast.